You get Apple
Speaking
TV
of
for free.
movies,
we are getting ready for cinematic perspectives.
time.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing.
that is the new segment that we're calling Trailer of the Week. This whole section here, hi people that just arrived for just this, is getting cut out into its own separate YouTube video. It'll be one for each trailer this week. And the whole premise is we're going to watch the trailer. Flacco's going to have loved the trailer. Baxter's going to have hated the trailer. Probably sometimes he likes it. I'm going to have some opinion that's pretty irrelevant. And Melz doesn't watch movies, so she's already off cam hiding. And then so we're gonna watch some trailers and we're gonna talk about them, and also let us know. The main cool part about it is every trailer you're gonna see here right now is something coming out this week, so you're not gonna have to wait like 6 months like when they do the first trailer drop like fucking 3-4 months back and all that good stuff. Let's move on to the second trailer.
Damn, word. We only did the first. Great conversation.
It's good content.
I was born with a chance to be somebody. I'm gonna be the most famous man in the whole world.
Mr. President, the Confederacy is dead. The Union is saved. The war is over.
Freedom for the South!
What happened?
The president's been shot. Witnesses are saying it was John Wilkes Booth.
Wait, the actor?
Do you know who I am? I'm a symbol.
How does a well-known actor commit murder in front of an audience of 1,500 people and escape?
Find the man that killed my husband.
Gentlemen, I am tasking you with the capture of John Wilkes Booth.
All of this can be broken. Hold your devil by his throat and strap him to the ground.
This is a conspiracy to dismember our government.
I know who you are, Mr. Booth.
You gonna help us or not?
There's a bounty on the head of Booth. I intend to collect.
Booth is being protected by the Confederacy.
Now with Lincoln out of the way, this country belongs to us.
I will not surrender. May God be my judge. God bless America.
This
is the most
John.
I've ever watched.
What happened? Mel?
This is the most movies I've ever watched.
While we're only watching the trailers.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever.
She's like, this is the most movies I've ever watched in my life. No, Mel,
making
you
wanna
watched
watch
Step
more
Brothers
movies?
and Dark Knight. And, wait, what was the third one?
Selena.
Selena. That's right. Fucking Selena's.
First
Do
Salinas.
Do anything for Selena's.
Do anything for Salinas.
And this girl.
Okay, I guess we got nothing to say about this movie.
No, we got it. Baxter, you gotta say something about this.
Weirdly, I know. I think I like Googled this and like read about it. I don't think he was on the run for that long, so I'm already kind of like, oh, what's going on here? Because I think he jumped off the stage, broke his leg, and then was caught like the next day or some shit like that. Also, he had a brother who was also an actor who didn't appreciate
sensationalizing the story.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm skeptical. I'm looking at this kind of like, but they might do a good job about it. They literally showed us 12 instances of people saying his name. Everybody was like Booth, 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 Booth. We wasn't sure who the movie was about.
Surprise, surprise.
Fair. I mean, I have more. I didn't know anything about Booth because I mean, it's not that interesting outside of this movie where now I'm thinking about it for the first time. I think I might read about Booth because I watched this trailer. I think that's really how
You
it's gonna
saw
go down.
best-selling New York Times best-selling novel, and you were like, "Now you got me, ad. Now you got me, trailer.
I mean,
Now
like,
you're talking my language. Books.
I do
There's a book about
like
this.
reading
I'm
the
gonna check out
books
the book.
way more than
I'm
the
gonna check out the
movies.
book.
That's a fact. But the trailer made me want to read the book, so I guess it was effective.
Oh no, he did leak
Yes.
the. He was.
I
He
don't
was.
think so.
He was a fugitive
Holden.
for
That's
12
not what.
days.
That's
Okay.
not what they're selling. That's not what they're selling in the trailer. They're selling the movie, not the book. Only your crazy ass would be like, "Yeah, you're selling me a $58 million movie, so I could buy a $30 book,
But he's
$60
like,
book."
I'm gonna buy
I
him
don't
that
know.
book. Nah, look, the movie looks cool too. It's just
Look
you
at
have to really
look at
care
your
about
sugar mama.
American
Your sugar mama in
politics.
the comments, like, I'm gonna buy
Yo, you don't
I'm gonna buy
understand.
my baby,
Bonnie's
my baby
addicted to
boy.
buying books. She just be like on these sites looking for good
That's her
deals.
thing.
And like there's a stack and it just gets bigger. I can't
word.
read them as fast as she's buying them for me. I
Two
had to be
things.
like, hold
That's
on.
crazy.
One, the person who killed John Wilkes Booth was from New York, so that's another thing that we're known for.
Hey, hey.
Not everything. But yeah, I'm
New
gonna let
York.
him sell this.
New York in the house.
Second, when does this movie come out?
It comes out this weekend on Netflix,
Yeah.
on Apple TV.
Apple TV.
Okay, because apparently
Apple TV.
he murdered Lincoln on the 14th of April. I'm like, ain't that around the corner?
Yeah, they missed something with that one. But then again, do you want to like popularize John Wilkes Booth's fucking birthday or anything like that?
I mean, I
you're
don't
gonna
care.
popularize him anyway. For work.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
who
just
gives a
popularized
fuck?
him.
I don't give a fuck about John Wilkes Booth.
I didn't know he was an
Or
actor
fucking
though, so
Abraham
that taught
Lincoln.
me something new.
You asked me, I'm just like, oh, you didn't know that? That I always knew.
That's why it was in the
always
theater.
Knew.
I mean,
He was
you gotta
26
understand
years
this.
old.
Outside of American culture, talking about Lincoln is not like we up here learning about his
nobody-
assassination and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We learn about how he burned down the White House. That's the shit we learn about.
Lincoln burned down the White House?
No, Canadians did. Canadians marched up in there in the War of 1812 and we burned down the White House. And that's why it's white, because we burned down the original house and they had to paint it white.
Yo, let me tell you something. They told us that I heard that it was burnt down and rebuilt. I didn't know Canadians did it. They left y'all out of it,
It was
on
us.
our side.
Because this is not just like we had to point of pride up here.
They were like yeah, some people
The,
they were like some people burned down the White House, but we didn't really see who they were. So whatever, we just rebuilt it.
it was like a bunch of drunk Canadians basically on a fucking drunk Canadian rant. Cruised down. Yes, the War of 1812. Bonnie knows. And like went down there and burned that shit down.
Yo, you
and
see
then went
though
back.
how boom, this is just adding to your fact, right? We're like, we know certain history, you know certain history. Like we don't know that you guys are like, yeah, the War of 1812. We're like, there was a war in 1812. Super didn't learn about this in the
Back when
elementary
we
school.
were,
and
it's
shit.
like British and we were still under England,
America's
man.
like we won all our wars and the unimportant ones we just don't talk about.
Not only do we not talk about it, we don't even talk about who we fought. It was like, yeah, it was a war in 1812. It's like, yeah, it was the English American War, the French American War, and we fought somebody in 1812.
Yeah, I'm like, we know a lot about that one battle of Vimy Ridge where the Canadians fucking won after the Americans lost and the British lost and everybody lost. Then the Canadians took that shit. And that's like one of the
Let me tell you
biggest
something,
points
Holden.
of pride.
Let me tell you something, Holden. This is like Jay-Z and Nas, right? We're like, my friend, you might have won that battle, but you lost that war, sir.
It's probably like America.
That battle legitimized us as a country enough that we broke free of the monarchy, thus gaining independence. And it was a huge pivotal point of Canadians being taken seriously. And technically, we dominated the fuck out of World War One. We were far better trained soldiers than y'all were in World War One back then. No, for real, it's a real thing. We was fucking hype in that war.
Where that's what we told you to hype you up to let you go in first. We was like, man, you guys are so well trained. Why don't you guys go in there and warm them up for us?
I'm not saying that we kept up.
There was
keep up, but back then it wasn't like the tech was all that. You know, it was different times.
It was a war in 1812, and America didn't even know we were fighting. They were just like, damn, you guys are angry. Oh, we're at war. No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh.
That's fair.
I don't want to get stopped. At
But
the
all of
border.
then yeah, Booth or whatever. Yeah, I don't know a lot
Man.
about him. I know he shot Lincoln in a theater, and I know his name.
I'm gonna watch it
of that.
because it's on. I'm gonna watch it because it's on Apple TV. So I expect it to be a quality movie. You know what I mean? Like I figure it's gonna be solid writing, solid directing, solid acting. That's what Apple does. So like I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if I'll check it out this weekend though.
There's no movies about the War of 1812 except for Canadian public funded shit. That's why nobody knows about it. We don't get no
This is what I'm
cool
saying.
movies.
I saw a Canadian movie back in like the 2000s that was about something about Canada. I forget what it was. But they were also like murdering like indigenous people in the movie.
Absolutely.
So like maybe it's not that shit. You know what I mean?
We did that
All
shit.
right, come on, man. Let's
way
do the last
too far
trailer,
along.
bro. Yeah, no doubt. Don't worry. America did the same. America was like,